Usually I like to give credit to libertarians for having a little bit of intellect. I mean, just really a little bit, but a little bit. Not a lot. You can often find a crumb of wisdom in their babbling every once.
Well, hello everyone. Got the Lucy cam back. Am I pointing the wrong way? I am pointing the wrong way. I cannot, it's this way on screen, but she's actually over here. Oh boy. And hello everyone in chat. My hair is kind of crazy. I do appreciate you. And since I can only stream on weekends, I appreciate you all the more, though. Do go check out my TikTok channel because I do put some TikToks on there. And boy, there's some. You think TikTok's super liberal? There's actually a ton of MAGA people on there. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, this is going to be a relatively short show. It's not going to be, well, it is kind of Libertarian Party focused, I guess, but not really party focused. More philosophy. I have had a heck of a week. My phone was stolen on Thursday. Yes, it was stolen on Thursday. My commute got like an hour and a half longer, and it was already 5 hours a day, so quite frazzled. I'm going to give you the intro to the person we're going to be reacting to in a moment. It's a little bit different genre than I normally react to, but I have to show you this because I do love to show you the outfits. I've got my, what's it? Birds Are Not Real Christmas sweater. Do not trust the partridge and the pear tree. Okay. So today we are, I don't want to say reacting to, we're interacting with a comment from Owen Morgan. Now, if you don't know Owen Morgan, check out his channel, Owen Morgan Telltale, I believe it's called. Owen is not a political person, but it's funny to me the way people make arguments in other contexts that if they took them to their logical conclusion, they'd be a bit more libertarian than they are. Now, because Owen's not a political channel, I've been subscribed to him forever when he used to be called Telltale Atheist. I told you guys, even though I'm a Christian, I watch a lot of atheist comment. Owen comes out of the Jehovah's Witness movement. He was raised that way. His early content was all about that. And he's moved, well, actually, I don't want to say he's not political because he is, but I couldn't tell you like exactly what his politics are, other than we both oppose Christian nationalism. But if I had to guess, I think he said before he supported Kamala Harris. I would guess he's a Democrat. If he's even American, I don't even know that because that's not really what I watch him for. But I would guess he is much more of the liberal mindset. So he was giving this argument, and he deals with mostly religious content and, again, a lot of Christian nationalist content. Very good channel. Go check him out. Please do not take this interaction as a criticism of Owen. I like Owen. I like his channel. I just like picking out these strands where you're like, huh, that's interesting. Have you thought through the logical implications of what you're saying? So he is responding, and it's been a while since I pulled this clip out, by the way. I haven't listened to this clip in a while, so hopefully it does prove what I think it does. I'm taking a chance. I just pulled it out. It was in my rotation. I go, we're going to do it tonight. But he was responding, and I can't remember to who. We'll see in the clip. But basically of a religious argument against legalized abortion. We are not going to argue about abortion on this particular episode. I actually have multiple shows on it. So if you want to know what my views are, you could look up one. I think it's called, just search my channel. It's in the title. And I did a really long interaction with someone. This is before the abortion plank was deleted in the Libertarian Party. I also wrote a chapter in the John Hosper's tribute book that's out and published. That's on how most libertarians get the abortion argument wrong. We're not going to get into that. We are going to deal with Owen's argument on his own terms and go through what would logically flow from this. Okay, so hopefully, again, it says what I thought it did. We're going to go right to the clip. I don't even remember how long the clip is, so we might stop it midway, but let's go. In the show, it's Owen, and he has a female co-host sometimes. Apologies, I don't recall her name. Might be his girlfriend or wife. I'm not sure, but here we go.
Well, who are the victims currently in our American context? Well, I'll tell you, and I won't mince words. The actual...
Okay, let's stop. It's Joel Webbin. I just did a TikTok on Joel Webbin. It got like nearly, well, I know for TikTok this isn't a lot, but I'm not a big TikTok channel. I've only got like 1,200 followers, I think. And it got like 3,000 views, which is pretty good for me. There was a Candace Owens one I did that got nearly that as well. But this is Joel Webbin. He's a real piece of work. I mean, he's just a misogynistic piece of... Okay, let's continue. I forgot it was Joel Webbin. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Victims in our American context today are heritage Americans.
This is garbage, dude. Embryos, literal single-celled organisms, are not children. I'm sorry. Aside from that, people have the right to make choices for their own bodies. Full stop. It's an interesting analogy.
Let's remember, he said full stop. Let's keep that in mind. Again, I don't know his ultimate politics. He may actually agree with what I'm going to say at the end, but I don't think so. I think he's more, you know, not a far leftist, but I think he's much more of a leftist. But anyway, remember, full stop.
That I heard not too long ago. Imagine somebody is breaking into your house in the middle of the night and they're taking half of your food. Are you within your rights to just lock your door at night? Even if it means that person is going to die, are you within your rights to lock the door so that they can't break in and take your food? The answer is yes.
All right, so we are back. I agree. But think that through. So he made the analogy that no matter, he spelled it out later in the show, but basically it's a woman's body. If she doesn't want to host the fetus, she doesn't have to. He made the analogy that even if someone would die, so he was granting the argument, let's just say he doesn't believe a fetus is, you know, has the same rights to life that, you know, you or I have. We're not going to argue that. But he basically, in that analogy, conceded the point, even if they did, a woman can't be forced to be a host. Okay. Made the analogy that if someone was breaking into your house to steal food or wanted to get into your house to steal food, and they were like literally near death, and if they did not get food that belonged to you, would you be within your rights? Now, notice this isn't talking about morality necessarily, but your rights. Would you be within your rights to lock them out? And he said, absolutely yes. And I agree with him. So, Owen, I'm just asking, are you within your rights to refuse to be forced by the government to give away, or, well, it's not really given away, but be forced to surrender parts of your paycheck to support others through welfare or other programs? Now, you might morally think, well, the force isn't a good thing, but that people should do that. But are you within your rights to say that's wrong? Of course, by his same analogy, we are being plundered every day to benefit others. Now, you might say some of that plunder's to benefit you, and I'll grant that point up to a point. I mean, if someone breaks my legs and steals a bunch of money from me and then gives me a portion of that money back in crutches, well, I guess that's somewhat of a benefit. But what if I didn't want to buy crutches from that person, that I preferred to buy them from somebody else, or could have gotten a better price or a better selection in crutches? So yeah, there might be some benefit that inures to you, but you don't have a choice in that. That benefit's actually forced upon you. So by his own logic, taxation is theft. And we're within our rights. Now, is it wise to resist the government? That's not really a question. It depends on what you mean by resist. I don't believe in violence. I'm a pacifist, so it definitely would never advocate for that. But if you could find a way to not get taxed, go for it. I mean, you might get in trouble for that. Well, you definitely would get in trouble if you got caught. But peaceful defiance of the government, I'm all for. But that's not really the point. The point here is the moral point. Just like the chances of somebody trying to get into your house tonight because they're literally starving, and if they don't get your food, they're going to die. That's a thought experiment. And I'm just asking you, Owen, to take that to its logical conclusion, because I do believe that you believe in forced redistribution. Now, there could be plenty of caveats you attach to that, but we're just right now dealing with the concept. And I'd like you to take the argument you just made against Joel Webbon and apply it to other things. And I'm not saying whether I agree that your analogy walks on all fours with the issue of unwanted pregnancies, but it doesn't matter. I'm meeting you on your own terms, and I'm asking you to take that to its logical conclusion. Okay, I told you this was a short show. Tomorrow, God willing, I will be doing the patron sponsored show. Let me stick this up here. You can follow me on Twitter. I'd love it if you would subscribe to the show. And I could really appreciate your support on Patreon at patreon.com/Pink Flame of Liberty. I do release some patron-only content, but it just helps the channel, and I super appreciate it. But as I said, patron-sponsored show tomorrow. It will be out in the public channel, but my $25 a month patrons can request a topic once a month. And one of them did, in fact, request a topic. They wanted me to talk, this is off the political trail, mostly. But they wanted me to talk about my experiences being in the court system, civil, as a pro se plaintiff and as a pro se defendant. And I've got the good, the bad, the ugly, and just some down to earth thoughts for you on that. It's the subject he asked for. That should be tomorrow. I need to take a look at how the Candace Owens case is progressing as well, because I always do my updates on that. And still on the back burner, I'm going to be covering that George R.R. Martin copyright case against ChatGPT, which just seems fascinating to me. So I thank you everyone for joining me tonight. God willing, if I get to do the show tomorrow, it will be a bit longer, and I do want your questions. Okay, I hope you have an awesome night. It is a hot tub night for me, so Wayne and I are jumping in. So again, till tomorrow, mi guapa, stay libertad.
You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business. Not